Hello and welcome to this January 10th, 2011 initial video version of Invested Central's Anatomy of a Trade. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you this week's Anatomy of a Trade. This presentation is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Well, what we're going to plan to do on these Anatomy of a Trade is to provide a few recent setups or recent charts of the day that we've provided to our silver and or gold members, and just explain a little bit about the trade, how it performed, so that hopefully you can get a little bit of a better understanding of our style and some of the technical analysis tools that we use in making many of our investment decisions. I think also, in addition to that, it will strengthen hopefully everyone's risk management skills in terms of trying to determine when's a good time to get into a stock, where you want to think about placing a stop, and what initial target might be. Now, last week on Sunday, January 2nd, we provided a few stocks out to our members. One of those was Huntsman Corp, ticker symbol HUN. This stock actually was sent out to both silver and gold members at Invested Central. And what we liked about it was, first of all, you can see the volume trends were very, very strong on the way up. So the stock had run from $8 or $8 and change all the way up to $16.50, $16.60, and had done so on excellent volume. But the problem was, you can see right here, the RSI was up had reached into the 80s, and stochastics were up near 100. And one of the New Year's resolutions, trading resolutions that I had posted at Stock Charts, was to be careful not to chase stocks. Let them come back to you and get them at a key support level. Well, in this particular trade setup, we had mentioned that HUN had been moving straight up off of its August low, and you could see that the volume was very strong, so it looked like accumulation was taking place. But notice on this candlestick where we liked it, there was a breakdown below the 20-day moving average intraday, only to see a rally by the close and a finish back up above. So off of this downtrend, we actually had a reversing candle in play. This was a hammer, and provided a decent entry point for HUN if you're looking to trade the stock. And so that's what we look for, is short-term opportunities to take advantage of some of the short-term inefficiencies in the stock market, and that's what HUN provided us here. Now, what we were looking for was, off of this, a bounce back up to hit prior resistance around the 1650 area. So that was our target. The stock had closed, I think, at 1561, so we were looking for about an 89-cent pop to the upside, which was 5.7%, and we got it in 2 days. The first day, actually, it was only 2 pennies short of 1650. It got up to 1648, but the second day it actually hit 1650, which was the level that we were looking for. Now, we had a stop that we were looking at beneath 1520. So if we went down and closed below that tail that had printed on that hammer, that would have been what would have taken us out of the trade to the downside. So we had already decided what our risk was going to be to the downside on this trade, and then looked at this potential move back to test resistance as our potential profit. So we're always looking at reward versus risk, and in this case it was about 2 to 1, which we like, and we're in a stock that we feel comfortable with because we feel like it's being accumulated. So the stock looks very, very strong technically. Anyhow, off of this bounce, we did get that move up, and you can see that we had a 5.7% profit on this particular trade in just 2 days. So it was a very successful trade, and we wanted to share that with you. This Anatomy of a Trade is designed to communicate the trading style of Invested Central. We use technical analysis tools to determine the appropriate timing of entry and exit points on stocks to maximize returns and minimize risks. For more information on the types of services that we offer at Invested Central, please visit our website at www.investedcentral.com. Happy trading.